This reading is for someone who's been really reaching that point of burnout. They've been taking on way more than they can handle, and not because it looks like that to them on paper. It just feels like that. Like it feels like they're taking on way too much. Yeah, it's time to do some self-care. It's time to check in with yourself and see where you've been neglecting your health specifically. So maybe you need to actually just sleep more. You may need to check your nutrition. You may need to, go in for like your annual physical or like do some blood work. But basically check in with yourself. Make sure that you're doing okay, because this burnout could be something physical. It could be because you've been taking on too much emotionally and now physically you can't take on more, but definitely, make sure you're checking your physical, biological, body, and that everything's okay. We want to stay on top of those things, of course. And then we have the King of Swords reversed with death. So the King of Swords reversed, it's kind of like maybe you're a little reluctant to go in and find out if something is wrong with you because you have a fear of it. And maybe your fear is death. I mean, it's a very common fear, right? But death coming out right here doesn't mean a physical death. It's usually talking about a metaphorical death. So this could be an emotional death. It could be that you're going to have to come to terms with your limitations, and that's going to bring forth something, a type of truth that maybe you didn't expect, and that's what's going to cause this like emotional metaphorical death. But the Ace of Coins comes right after, because after death we have rebirth, and the rebirth is in the Ace of Coins. This is also, like I said, the coins is aligned with your health. So it's very possible that you're going to find out that you're going to have to give something up, or something's going to have to die, or you're going to have to let something die in order for you to start this whole new journey with your health, which is a good thing, right? Because we don't want to be at 10 of Staffs for too long. It's burnout at its like most raw form. And then the Hermit in reverse. In reverse, a lesser energy. So you may have to take more time to prepare your meals, or more time to make sure that, you're sleeping enough or whatever. You're going to have to take a little bit more time for yourself, but it doesn't mean that you're going to have to go full on hermit mode. Okay. So just make sure that you check in with yourself, make sure that everything's running good on the physical, biological end of things, and everything's looking good, because you will be having that new start with your health at the end of it all.